Cotman, Crawford, and the Jersey Guy Podcast.
Hey everybody, Kenny Cotman.
Lewis Crawford.
And I'm Tom Ramage, the Jersey Guy.
Hello to all my peoples. What's going on, fellas?
What is up?
How you doing? Everything good?
Everything's good, bro.
Excellent. That's what I want to hear, man. That's what I want to hear. Everybody having a good day. Everybody had a good
Friday.
week. Friday. I love this shit. God. Yeah. I need to win the fucking lotto. I win the lotto, bro. We're going to be chilling.
Well.
I'm just saying.
Oh, we're getting like a professional studio.
Yeah.
Have a green room with a buffet and all
wait.
kinds of stuff. And
We got to feed a
bar.
person? We ain't feeding no
Don't-
fucking body.
We're
We're
not feeding them. They're
Oh, they got to
we're
bring their
gonna
own
have-
food?
No. They're gonna have a chef bringing the food. We don't have to worry about that shit. It's all gonna be carted in, catered. I don't fuck with nothing. Nothing.
What are you going to say?
I was going to say, who's our guest tonight?
Oh, yes.
Our guest is Lewis's friend Frank. I did the voice wrong. I did it more like a.
Yeah, you can do it again.
He wanted to. He wanted the walk-in voice.
Yeah, I
You
know.
ruined it.
Oh, I thought he wanted me to do. Oh, wait. Let's start over.
okay.
Lewis's friend Frank is coming on the show to talk to us.
Yes.
There you go. See, that's better. Frankie, what are you doing, brother? How are you?
That's awesome. Tom.
I could do
Thank you,
Arnold
brother.
too. This guy who got Lewis's friend Frank.
That's awesome.
So tonight's show, all of our listeners, is about friendship.
That's right.
Friends and stuff like that. So Lewis is going to start.
Yeah.
Since his friend Frankie's on
Absolutely.
the phone with us. So thank you, Frankie, for being here, laughing with us and such.
Thank you very much, guys. I've been looking forward to this all day.
That's awesome, bro. I'm glad to hear that,
Yeah,
man.
we just made your day, didn't
So,
we?
how many people know or have somebody in their life, friends or friend,
Yeah.
right, that you know since grade school,
Yeah.
right? And that no matter where you are, how far you are,
Yeah.
and how long it's been you've seen one another, as soon as you're with one another, it's like you never left.
Yeah.
It just falls right back into
Yeah.
place automatically.
Yep.
And that's who my
I don't
friend
have my
Frankie.
buzzer. I don't have my buzzer. I would have chimed right in there.
No, go right ahead,
Yeah,
bro.
go ahead.
You're here. You're the guest. We got to hear what you got to say.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, I'm definitely that person. I mean, and that is my boy Louis, man. Louis Bop-Bop.
Louis Babat. That's great. That is awesome.
There's a story behind that. If you want to hear it later on, let me know. I'm happy to tell you why he's Louis Bop-Bop.
Oh yeah, yeah. You could tell that story. Sure.
Yeah,
That's a
matter of
good
fact,
one.
you can start with it. Go ahead.
Right. Guess just tell it.
Yeah.
So, I know Louis, let's see, 45, bro. About 45 years.
Yeah.
42 of seriousness, because I actually knew his brother Mikey, because Michael's my age, and we were in the same kindergarten class.
wow.
Wow.
And then for some reason, not that Michael isn't the best, I love him to death, but for some reason, Louis and I drifted together. And so through the years as we were growing up, and he would come to my house, my grandmother who lived upstairs, I'm Italian in case you couldn't figure it out.
No,
idea.
not at all.
No, I thought you were French.
No, nice Jewish boy.
Yeah, exactly. So Louis used to come to the house all the time. My grandmother would always make the best pasta fagioli,
Mm-hmm.
which is a nice pasta dish. It's almost soupy. It has peas and Louis, who I mean, it kills me to this day. He's still in awesome friggin' shape. He's always been in awesome shape. I hate the bastard. But he would eat like an animal. Okay? I mean, he never stopped eating. And of course, I'm the jealous one because I've always been a big guy. But so he would come to the house and my grandmother would yell down, Bucky. That's what she used to call me. And she'd go, you want some pasta fagioli? And I go, yeah, Louis here. Well, tell him, ask him if he wants it. And he would go, I go, Louis, Grandma made some pasta fagioli. You want some? Yeah. He go, I would love some of that pasta babu.
That's fucking good.
I couldn't pronounce it, man.
That's a good fucking story. I like
is a
that.
good one.
That's a good one. I like that. Yeah.
That is fucking
See,
hilarious.
this is what this episode's about.
Yeah.
You know, it's about friends. It's about I have a friend
Good
myself
memories.
that I've been friends with since elementary school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still talk to them?
Yeah. I mean, we used to be like super, super close, but after COVID and stuff kind of started getting complicated. But we were both at each other's weddings and stuff like that, and we still talk to each other, to this day.
Yeah. Yeah, Frank and I always keep in touch, whether it's by text or just sending shit to each other. Like I do that with you guys. I'll send you like certain music. I'll go if I'm sending Frankie music or you, I'm sending it to either one of you after that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because Kenny, bro, he lived in Sunset Park. He was like right up the block from us when we were on 58th Street.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Sunset, and
I don't know how we didn't run into each other. Honestly.
So I went to 169, PS 169, went to Pershing Junior High School, and I graduated from the Utrecht.
And what year was that?
So I graduated high school in 89. So
you were after us. We graduated earlier.
Yeah. So yeah. But we probably
son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. I thought I was gonna be able to, joke with Tom a little bit since he was born in the 80s, but now even Kenny's younger than us.
Well, I'm just glad you could hear us.
Well, he's in his 50s now, bro. That's it. He's there. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what? I probably ran into you guys in Maple Lanes.
Oh, yeah. And our parents bowled there all the time, right, Frank?
Yeah, parents bowled there. In fact, I don't know if you guys know, but Johnny Petraglia, who is was one of the greatest bowlers of all time. His dad actually worked at Maple Lanes.
Oh, no kidding.
And he used to actually train me on a Saturday morning. Bill Petraglia, one of the sweetest guys in the world. And I actually lived right up the block from Maple Lanes.
Ha.
Yeah, he did. And right away, and like a block or two from the 66th precinct.
Okay, right.
And then PS 180 was like 2 more blocks down, right, Frank? On
That
is
correct.
And then we had Aldo's Pizza right across the street from PS 180.
Yeah. Okay, so did you guys see when they were filming The Warriors?
No, but that was no, we didn't see it. But every time we watched the movie, we're like 62nd Street,
right? Because wasn't when they met the orphans and they said you had to take off your says we'll let it.
Yeah, no, we never saw that.
That was right around the corner from
Have you?
Maple Lanes.
Frank, did you get to see? Did you ever run into that at all?
I actually saw some of the trailers that they had parked there, but the best part of that movie is when the Warriors are walking up what looks to be toward the train station. They're actually looking down 64th Street, which was a block and a half away.
Right.
And then when they actually burn the car, when they throw the cocktail, that's actually on 62nd Street. So that always,
and 16th, right?
Trip.
Yeah.
Right? It was 62nd and between the Utrecht and 15th.
That's right.
Okay. What neighborhood was it?
Brooklyn. Really?
No. Where in What neighborhood?
Borough Park, Bensonhurst.
It's like, you go the street that way.
That's correct.
Right.
Yeah, because I ran from that same fucking train station one time. There was a fire, and me and my homeboy Richie. Yeah, so Richie, he's probably listening to. My sister put him onto the show. But yeah, so Richie and we were walking because there was a train fire. So we couldn't walk. We couldn't take the train, and the bus was out. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning, and we started walking. And hey, what the fuck are you guys doing over here? I like, don't look. He's like, I gotta look. I'm like, don't look, and he looks.
And they started running after you.
They started running after us, bro. I had to run all the way back.
Kenny, was that you?
Yeah, it was me, man.
I had a feeling he was going to say that.
Yeah, shit. That was about 87. Yeah, 86, 87, something like that.
The funny thing is, those streets, the way it looked in the movie is exactly the way it was.
Yeah,
I mean, it was always desolate like that. And we used to walk up and down those things like nothing. Mm-hmm. Today, 45 years later or 40 years later, it's like, I would never walk down that street. It's like amazing how time just, changes the way that you used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, your whole your mindset changes, right?
Yeah.
You're thinking differently. Yeah. You're thinking a little bit more. Man, you know what? I don't need to do that.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'll move on.
Yeah. But you know what though? It was the friends that we had. It was the people that we hung out with.
Right.
That we would go to those places and do those things. And it's sad for me as far as like the
I missed
childhood
it.
friends.
I love being from where we're from. I know Frankie does too. But life goes on. You have you know.
Oh
you
no,
go,
I'm just saying like it's just as far as the friends. Like you
Right.
can like you
Drift.
still talk to Frankie. That's when that's your friend from
Right.
growing up and whatnot. I talk to just a few. Like I just got reconnected again through my sister, a friend of mine, Jasmine. She was all of our friends. Rachel, she's another one. But, it was just that. I haven't got to see my friend Richie or Joey. Haven't seen them,
Right. It's been a while since I've seen Frankie. Frankie, I think the last time we saw you and I saw each other was at Chris's funeral.
Yeah, Chrissy's funeral, unfortunately. And, it was a bittersweet thing. We said goodbye to a really dear friend, but yet we got to see other people that we grew up with.
Right. That was nice.
But, in keeping in line with, the conversation tonight about friendship, there's people that, there's friends that you have, and I think, Kenny, you were kind of getting to that. There's friends that you have that you go, oh, I'll pick up the drive-through,
Right.
And then there's friends that, they call you and go, I need a bag of lye, a shovel, and a 45. Can you meet me in 20 minutes?
Yep.
Yeah,
exactly.
And Louis, one of those guys for me. I mean, with the exception of my brother and our dear departed friend Chrissy, I don't think there's anybody else that I would do that for.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling is mutual.
Yeah, I mean, when you have friendship, there's that bond. It's the weirdest thing. I looked it up and I was like, let me try to prepare a little bit here tonight. These guys are being gracious enough to let me come on here. So I looked it up and they're like, custom, friendship, the customs of friends. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
And it seems like, friendship is really a bond that reveals itself.
Right.
And I don't know if it's a, universal thing, a godly thing or whatever, but, like Louis and I, we know each other since we're kids. We could tell how it started. His mom was actually my Cub Scout leader, one of the toughest, meanest bitches out there. But I loved her to death. So as time went on, the friendship just grew, and I think everybody in their life should be as lucky,
right,
to have that. You probably could count on your one hand true friendship with people that you've had in your life.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, for me, it's like the last 20 years that I have those friends. And my brother from another mother, Eddie, lives up in Albany, so I go over there to see them. Him, Miguel, other friend Berto, Mike and Matt, like those guys. Those are the ones. Now you guys, since being here, like you said, is I would have Tom. So if we had to go and commit the crime like that, I'd be like, Tom, we need you to write the alibi.
Okay,
and do that.
Oh, I'd get a good script.
Yeah, Lou, come on, let's go. We're gonna go get the truck from work. We're just gonna throw the asses in there. I know we're gonna put the body. It's all good. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Yeah. So it's one of those things. So I know what you mean, man. It's one of those. That's awesome. That's good friendship. And there was a song, hip hop song, rap song, Houdini, right? So friends is the word we use every day, but most of the time we use it in the wrong way. You could look the word up again and again, but the dictionary doesn't know the meaning of friends.
That's straight, baby. That's right. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's so funny you just said that. I just sold my 12-inch of that.
Did you really?
No way.
I swear to God, I'm in the transition into moving up to Tennessee with my beautiful wife.
Uh-huh.
And I just got rid of all my records. I know Louis has mentioned in the past podcasts about DJing and whatnot. And I was one of those folks. And that was one of those songs that I played constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because that's the first verse, and that's literally what it is. Wow. Like that's just what it is.
Oh yeah,
friends. There's nothing. You just said it. Frank. That's the definition in the dictionary. Come on.
When he was doing that, when he was DJing, he did it in his basement of his house. So I never came to the front door ever because I used to just go down to the back and go in because he was DJing. And that while he was DJing, excuse me. And mixing, I was jamming, the whole time in the basement.
Hell
you know
yeah!
what I mean?
Oh yeah!
I was just while he's doing, I'm just jamming, dancing.
He's jamming, dancing, and I know he said that in a past podcast too about, Saturday Night Fever, when that movie came out, and we were hopping that same turnstile on 62nd Street to get up there for free.
Yes.
It was a Saturday morning. I mean, we couldn't have been, I think I was like maybe 10. So Louis was 14. He's got a couple of years on me. We were hopping the train. We were going up there on a Saturday morning in our polyester shirts. I mean,
with the suits.
At 11 o'clock in the morning, because that's what they did for the young kids.
Yeah, hot dogs and soda.
Yeah.
Hot dogs and soda, that's right. We go
2001 Odyssey.
Yeah, exactly. You just took the words out of my mouth. Yeah. That's funny.
That's awesome shit.
That is funny.
Now, Frank, I was just thinking of a funny thing. I don't know if you remember this. Remember the time we went to go see Temple of Doom at the Loews Oriental? And we were hanging out. We drank like we had the big gulps. Is when they started coming out with the big sodas.
Yeah.
So we drank it. We get on the train. We're on the station. We're on the fucking platform. We got a piece of bad. I swear to God. We get on the train. It finally comes. Takes us to 62nd Street. Now, you got the live side. You got the dead side. Me and him go to the dead side.
Hold on. Time out. You held on.
Yeah. We held on, bro. I wasn't even 18. But anyway, listen. So we were in the train. We held it until we got to our station. We get on the stairs, and the stairs are open because it's just gates.
Right.
It's just gates. So you're going down. Yeah. And he's on one side, and I'm on the other side, and we're hysterical, laughing.
I remember you telling me this story. I remember you telling me this story.
And you know how hard it is to pee when you're laughing? It's hard.
It was like a beautiful waterfall.
That is funny, man. That is great.
Yeah, it's hysterical.
Yeah. How many of the people you hang out with, Tom, that you still talk to and stuff? Like when you grew up with?
Like I said, I have my one friend that we stayed in touch the most. I mean, I'm friends with people on like Facebook, you know, but like just kind of like friends that way where like, we comment each other's posts or something like that, or someone likes something but my one friend is my one friend Joe. Like I said, we've been friends since we were like in middle school, but other people I just kind of stay in, like, social media.
Right. Yeah.
And you know what? That one guy, Tom, that's a blessing right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Louis, I'm sorry to keep hogging this, but
no, you're the guest, bro. You should be the one talking right now.
Louis and I, we've been through so many ups and downs. A friendship, it's probably the second hardest relationship you could be in, right? I mean, I would say being married to the perfect woman is, even if she's perfect, it's still a difficult thing to deal with. But having a friend that means not quite as much, but maybe a smidge behind. It's also a thing,
Well, yeah, listen, because regardless, it's still, you establish that relationship, right? You know one another, you're friends, and you've been through fucking thick and thin, stupid shit.
Yeah.
Things you probably should have died in and didn't, things like that,
Yeah.
Said, man.
What the fuck were you doing?
Going through the tunnel.
Oh,
the pylons in the middle of the tunnel.
So you say to me.
They would know that.
Yeah, no. You're saying to me, I'm thinking gunshots. Like, what the fuck were you?
Just popping off the side of the fender.
Yeah.
Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah. We used to do that. We used to race.
But we weren't doing that on purpose.
No.
Not it.
Yeah.
So, so what Louis is talking about is, Louis and I, we used to head to the city quite often and hit the clubs. And I think he mentioned it a couple of times. We used to go to Limelight all the time.
Limelight.
And we kind of had carte blanche there for a while, where we used to go in and we had access to all the areas. And these guys just used to, and I thank God every day that we got home safely. I got to tell you.
Yeah.
So one night we went there and we got wrecked, and we were getting in the car and we drive. Louis goes, I could drive. Don't worry. I go, you sure? Yeah, I could drive. And we drive and he hits the tunnel, heading back to Brooklyn. And I'm sleeping in the front seat. And all I hear is, and I open my eyes and I go, do you hear that? And he looks at me, he goes, what? I said, do you hear that? and and I look on the the mirror on the side, and the pilings that are in the middle of the tunnel are swaying back and forth.
Right.
He hit just about every single one of them with the mirror.
Oh my God.
The driver's side mirror. God, I love it.
That is awesome. Yeah, and you talk about my driving. All right, bro.
Yo, man, it's back in the day.
I'm just saying.
It's the past.
Man.
That is the
that's
funniest shit.
We got away with some stuff. And again,
We were kids, man.
we were kids. We look for what we were growing up in, and Kenny, I'm sure you understand. Brooklyn was not the easiest place to grow up in.
Yeah.
There was always some stupid shit that was happening, or fights and whatnot.
Yep.
Let's not talk about the girls because those were okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
To think that we made it through that, we should be thankful. And if you came through with a couple of friends, even better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
no
definitely.
doubt.
Yeah, because man, woof.
And you came through and you still have friends. Still,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You're thankful for that.
Yeah, because
know?
the clubs. Oh my God.
So the other night he calls me up.
Yeah.
I'm like 11:45 and the phone rings. I'm like, what
Sorry,
the fuck? It's
bro.
like Frankie. It's like I'm thinking about him, his dad. I'm like, wait, oh man, please. So I picked the phone up. I'm like, hello? He's like, Louis, I need you to do something for me. I'm like, all right. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm in bed watching TV. He's like, I need you to sing this song for me. So I'm sitting in bed. Singing Strutter from Kiss. All right, at the top of my lungs. He's on the other end. My wife is laying there, and she's like, "This is not happening right now."
Yeah.
It was funny shit, man.
Yeah, and he hit it perfect. And the thing that was pissing me off was that my wife and I, we love to get into a little karaoke every now and then. We have a couple of cocktails, we turn some music on, we start trying to sing. Most of the time, I'm able to get it. I just couldn't hit this note. And she's like, all right, let's just forget it. I said, no. I said, there's only one person I know right now that could hit that note other than Paul Stanley, and that's friggin' Louis. And I didn't even realize it was 11:45. And this is one of the things about friendship.
Right.
You don't care. It doesn't matter how old you are.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, every time Louis and I talk to each other, it's like I'm 16 again.
Yeah.
And we haven't spoken in months, maybe even year. And it's like it was yesterday. And that's the meaning of a true friendship in my eyes.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
definitely,
bro.
Yeah,
definitely. Well, shit, if you're moving up to Tennessee, it's just a straight run on the highway to get over here to Lou's house. Just saying.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I'm actually
it
going to be
is.
going out to see him.
Yeah. See.
Louis actually surprised me, and he called me the other day. He says, "Listen, bro, Tanya and I decided we're gonna come and see you." I said, "I mean, my heart started doing flip flops."
Yeah.
I mean, it's a much different life. I know you guys have discussed in a lot of your other podcasts, and I wish I would have been part of that road rage one that got me going.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, people do drive differently in the South. I
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah. Right. Because where are you now, Frankie?
I'm in Tennessee. It's called Mosheim, Tennessee.
Okay.
We're probably about a half hour, 45 minutes from Gatlinburg.
Okay.
So we're up in the mountains.
Yeah.
We've opted for a simpler life.
Yep. Okay.
I mean, I'm born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, and you could take the boy out of Brooklyn, but you can't take the Brooklyn out of the boy, no matter what.
Yeah.
As you could tell by my Alabama accent.
Yes. Yes. And it's funny, bro.
No, I couldn't tell at all.
But it's, what? It's in the lineage. So my kids weren't raised in Brooklyn, but you talk to them and you go do whatever with them, and you swear you're not from the city. Like, how are you not from the 5 boroughs? There's no fucking way.
Oh, because we're their parents.
Because I raised them like that.
Right.
So
Yeah. It's the same with Robbie. But Robbie wound up living in the city.
Yeah.
And he always said he would, and he did. So.
Yeah.
So Frank,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So I'm sorry. Yeah. So you're you people know you're from Brooklyn from your accent, but like you're in Tennessee, man.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, it's a much different. Like, do people like stop in their tracks sometimes when they hear you talk? Oh my god, that guy's from Brooklyn, man.
Lock your doors. Lock your doors.
Or have you seen other people like yourself who moved from
more transplants
from New York? And I mean, I'll just say New York in general, not just Brooklyn. From
any part of New York, actually,
any of the boroughs.
Yeah. I mean, I was in New York for 27 years. Then I moved to Boca Raton for 27 years, which is, where the witness protection program told me to go.
Yeah, it is.
But no. I mean, I actually had opted to move to Boca because I wanted to start a family, which, is kind of ironic because like what you guys are saying, my girls now who are, 21, 22, and going to be 25, they love New York.
Mm-hmm.
They know what New York's all about. My niece, Sophia, she went back to New York. She lives in New York and she's ripping it up over there.
That's cool.
And I go, geez, it's like, yeah, I mean, New York, Brooklyn and New York, great friggin' place. I don't know what's up there. But anyway, yeah, so coming to Tennessee, I have to move like every 27 years because, funny enough, I moved to Boca when I was 27. I'm moving out of Boca 27 years later, and here I am now in Tennessee. But as you guys have, poignantly put in a lot of your podcasts, people are just losing their fucking mind.
Yeah, man.
Okay?
It's true.
Yes.
They really are. And, my wife and I, we said, we went on this crazy quest. We started falling in love with going back to a little bit simpler life. So we're actually in the midst of building our own homestead. We're going to, build a log cabin, and we got this beautiful piece of land, and we're going to have animals and whatever. But I got to tell you, the people in Tennessee is what made us come to Tennessee.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, that would make sense, though, right?
Yeah.
Why would you go someplace you're not?
Then nobody's gonna want you
with?
there. Yeah,
yeah. So that's awesome, dude. I'm happy for you guys. And I told you, I thought that was like one of the greatest things. Hey, that's awesome. You're doing your shit. You're doing your thing, man.
Yeah. Right.
You earned it. You worked hard for it. Now you get to choose to say, all right, I'm off. I'm out.
Oh yeah, and congratulations, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much.
That is freaking great. Yeah. So then the people now. But do they like hold the door open for you when you go out there? Like what Tom is saying, like, oh, he's from New York and he's got that super accent,
Well, I really try to play it down, and I try to let my wife do all the speaking because I don't want to shock them too much.
Right.
We actually, funny story, we actually went into a warehouse for, different kinds of wood because we were building a structure on our land. So I walked in, and the guy said, "Hey, how you doing? What can I do for you?" I said, "Hey, how you doing, buddy? Listen, I need a couple of boards here and this and that. Nothing too crazy. We're building a kind of a bathhouse thing." And out of the corner of my eye, I saw this woman just sitting at a desk. It must have been with a secretary or whatnot. And she's just kind of gazing up at me. and I shit you not. And my wife is standing next to me. And I said, well, this is when the guy goes, all right, well, come out back. Let me show you what I got. Nicest guy in the world. Again, nicest people in the world. Yeah. Do anything to help you. But as I'm walking by her, I said, I'm sorry if I was a little loud. I'm not from these parts. And she just looked up at me and she went, "It's okay. I can listen to you all day."
Oh, wow.
I love it.
How you doing?
So I said to her, "Oh, so you really enjoy my Alabama accent?" That's my running joke. And she laughed out loud. And my wife's like, "Okay, let's go."
Yeah. No, talking to the other people. Yeah, man.
You're done talking. Let's go.
That is it. That is great.
That's funny.
That is great, man. See, that's why you got to go out there, Lou.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, man, I'm gonna.
So you guys can
bring
walk
my work
Home
boat,
Depot
my work boots, and everything, and help him do what he's doing.
This way you both go walk in and ask for some boards in Home Depot.
Look at the both of us walking through there. Holy shit! Look,
Yo, I need some 2x4s or
Mopsy and
whatever.
Bopsy twins walking through North Carolina.
I see now. Frankie like,
I mean,
hey, yo,
Tennessee.
buddy, I need some 2x4s and a couple of this. And the guy says,
Excuse
well,
me,
we
can you
don't
tell me
have
where the-
any. And no, then you're going to turn around like, what the fuck you mean you don't have no fucking 2x4s? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, Lou, buddy, calm down. No, fuck this shit.
Nah,
I'm tired of
that's
these
not how it would
motherfuckers.
happen. That's not how it would happen. Because
That's not how it would happen.
That's not how it would happen. That's not Frankie and me.
Yeah, it's my
Can you tell
story.
me where's the cement bags?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. He's swimming with the fishes.
Yeah, no,
Nah,
we never got excited like that with stuff like that. We handled it
No,
is the
very-
best way we possibly could with
Yeah.
the Brooklyn, backing it up, of
Yeah.
course,
but you know what's funny? I mean, when Louis and I were together, we rarely ever got in trouble.
yeah, that's
We
true.
and I really think it's only because we were so fucking stupid, having fun with each other, that we didn't really care about all the other shit.
Right.
I mean, there's story after story that I could tell you that you guys would be like, "There's no fucking way you guys made this," but it happened, you know, and it's a beautiful day. I wouldn't change it for the world. The only thing I would change is I wouldn't have lost touch with my godson and my,
Right.
I love. They have no idea how much I love them, but stupid me got in the way of trying to conquer the world.
You know what he
but-
said? I told him already. He said, "It's all right. That's life. That's what it's." He was okay with it. He understood. He was good. No worries. He said, "Listen." He said to me, he said, I could call him too. So it's not like, he's not that young where he can't pick up the phone and give you a call if he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? So it's both ways, bro. But I get what you're saying. I understand. I had that with my grandson and everything. But not to get off topic, I wanted to talk about, Frankie's talking about stories. So Frankie's dad used to coach hockey,
Right.
roller hockey, all right in Fort Hamilton. Remember where the rink was?
Yeah.
All the time. Frankie would
The
record
Sharks,
the game.
baby.
Yes, Sharks, baby. And Frankie would usually record it or whatever and help his dad with that or whatever. And they had a party once. They had the Shark party, right? Frank, remember the party, Frank? So after the end of the party, because we were totally freaking demolished,
that was the one on
the speaker on the car, bro.
59th and 20th, right? Or 19th.
Yes.
Right next to our high school.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Yes. FDR. Yes. Yeah. And we drove home. First, we dropped the glasses. They were under the car, remember? We're had to lay down in the street to freaking find them. Got them. And then the speaker, the whole time we drove home, the speaker was on top of the car. It didn't even move.
No. The best part. No. He's right. I dropped that time I was wearing glasses.
That's right.
And I don't know what happened. We turned, and I don't know if I hit your shoulder or whatever. So my glasses come off and they bounce underneath the car. So there, Louis and I are underneath the car, laughing hysterical, trying to reach the friggin' glasses. We get the glasses, but we forget that we leave one of the speakers because my brother and I DJ'd the party, which was funny. We didn't even have DJ equipment. We actually had two stereos connected together, and we just kept swapping back and forth.
That.
Holy
shit. He had that great Pioneer with the blue light. But anyway, so we got that done. We drive to where my dad and my mom are, and my brother. And we don't even see that the speaker is on top of the car. Well, then mom's like, okay, I'm driving home. And she drove home the whole way.
Wow.
Yeah.
I go out the next morning. Sure enough, the speaker's still on top of the car.
No shit.
But we left the other speaker on the sidewalk where the car was parked.
Right.
So I had to walk all the way there with the worst friggin' hangover. I mean, I know you know what a hangover is. People go, but when you're young, we were young at that point.
And we drank that night, man.
We drank serious. And walking the 4.5 blocks it was, I swear, I thought I was going to die. I was begging Jesus himself to come down and just please walk me up.
Right. You kind of just glide me along the way.
I swear, you know what was one of the worst hangovers I ever got? I was my buddies were over, right? We were drinking. I was like 22, 23. I think my parents were away or something like that. I don't know what happened, but we're drinking, and my buddy's like, "Let's do power hour." I'm like, "Well, I'm already pretty drunk." He's like, "We're gonna take a shot of beer every minute for an hour."
No.
And I'm like, "Oh, it's beer." You know, it's like, "Oh, this is not bad." I'm like rationalizing. I'm like, "We're not doing it with alcohol."
Until it
We're not
kicks
doing-"
in.
And oh man, I got so drunk. I got sick, of course, but I had the Irish flu. That's the worst. That's the worst hangover you could fucking have.
We've all had it, bro.
Yeah.
I know exactly what we're
Worst
talking about.
hangover.
And I do not miss them
No.
at all.
No.
I don't miss it either, but you got to admit, guys,
Yeah.
Oh, we had fun, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude.
it's something that you go. It's something that you wouldn't have spoke about that, Tom, if it didn't mean something
Yeah.
to you.
Oh yeah,
right?
it was hysterical because
Hell yeah.
we're all being stupid power over.
Yeah.
Our
man.
dumb ideas.
Dude, those are the best ones.
Yeah.
Those are the best. And who better to share with them with the best friend? You know what I'm saying? Like that
Of
was
course,
like
man.
that was
But
your
we all
clique.
have
That
one.
was your-
You guys know exactly,
yeah,
and everybody
dude.
who's going to listen to this is going to understand this completely.
Yeah, because everybody's gonna sit back and laugh like, oh yeah, I know I have one of those.
So and
stories.
so, and I did such and such. Oh my god.
Yeah.
My parents never knew the shit, half the shit we did, Frank. Got it, man.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I think that's the key. You know, to the good stories.
They were. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, look, you go ahead.
Go ahead.
They definitely were not, oblivious to it.
No.
But they also let us live our lives, and I think it's important today. Today is a very different world, and it worries me that people will not actually have best friends like we're talking about here,
Right.
because very different world. When we were kids, and it's like, okay, you couldn't wait until the sun came up because you got dressed. Summertime, you got dressed. You're like, okay, mom, love you. I'll see you tonight.
Yeah.
And boom, you were out the door. And you head into the schoolyard, and you had a little punch ball in the morning,
Wow.
maybe a little softball, wiffle ball, whatever. Fight at 1:00 in the afternoon, which 9 out of 10 times the guy who popped you in the eye turned out to be your best friend. 2 weeks later.
No.
Today, unfortunately, kids don't have that ability today. There's just such craziness that goes on out there that people are afraid to let their kids out and
so
socialize.
So different. I would never trade our childhood, for anything.
Yeah.
Like growing up, I was thankful. I had I had a block where there was like a lot of kids on my like almost every other house had kids.
Right.
But it's so different now with kids because, like, for instance, my son, if he wants to play, we gotta make play dates, and like there's and we live on a dead end, and like there was a kid who like rides his scooter, and like Chase just says hi to him, and they say kind of hi back, and like they don't hang out, like it's weird, like why don't you like we would just. I would have been out if I saw a kid. Oh, there's a new kid on the block. Let's go say hi to him.
Right.
We already.
It was different for us, man.
Yeah, it was different.
Yeah,
and
we knew when to be home. We were supposed to be home.
Right.
Your parents didn't.
Did you guys do this when you were? I don't know. It's different because I grew up in the burbs. But if we wanted to find where our friends were, we would just find the house that had the pile of bikes in front.
Right. Usually it was we called though. We somebody spoke to somebody already.
And then we're going to go meet over
We would
there.
just go to it was like 5 or 6 friends that always hung out by our different houses. So we would just drive and ride my bike around. Oh, saw the pile of bikes in front of Joe's house. I guess that's where everybody is.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly right. I mean, you either did that or, like we said, at a certain time, you knew you were going to meet at the schoolyard, and you were going to go and do whatever you do. If it was later in the day, and you go get a slice at Aldo's or hit the 18th Avenue Park and play a little ball.
Meet up with all your other friends,
Yeah.
Anthony, Darren, everybody, Joe Cap.
And Joe Cap, Bobby, it's Chrissy. We were fought. I always feel fortunate that we had a really great network of people Yeah, I mean, first of all, Louis. Yeah, I mean, you'll understand. Our clique was like the UN. You know, we had a little of everything. We had, we had Italian, we had Jewish, we had. Oh, by the way, I was listening to my Silver Jews greatest hits the other day.
Oh, okay, cool.
But
I'm not surprised.
We had black, we had Puerto Rican, everything. The whole
couple of half
thing,
breeds were thrown in there.
Yeah. I mean, it meant
See, we could say that.
To us. Yeah,
we can say that because that's what it was when we would grow up. That's what you say to each other, right? Like my friends would be, "You stupid fucking Jew." Like my friend would say, "Anthony." He would just say the first thing come out of his mouth because he knew that would piss me off. So that would be the thing he would say, But that's how we were with each other. But at the same time, 5 minutes later, you're fucking doing what you were there for in the first place.
The thing is if somebody outside of the clique had the balls to say that to you, then they had problems.
Hell yeah,
right?
That is true.
You had a whole crew on you. So, we were lucky in that respect. And then we were also lucky to have some lovely ladies with us, Angela and Claria and Kelly and Jackie and Andrea.
Don't forget
Anne-Marie. That's right, Anne-Marie. And their family, extended family around them, Kelly's sister, Margaret, correct, and Anne-Marie's
sister,
Christina. Christina, thank you.
You're welcome.
They were always wonderful people to us, and we all did it in that apartment building that Louis has spoken about in the past. And by the way, I used to help clean those steps when
we're washing down the building, bro. Remember the brass? Doing the brass with the knocks on? That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
But it would come out beautiful, though, when we were done.
Well, definitely.
When your father Louis and I... Oh, good.
No, go ahead, Frankie.
Go ahead.
Now, the one thing Louis and I always knew how to do was two things. We knew how to respect our family, but we also knew how to make money off of them.
Yeah.
This is true.
That's great.
Louis and I, we would handle the brass on a 5-story building, both sides, get paid from Bob, God rest his soul.
Yeah.
And then we go over to my house and my grandmother would have us paint, her hallway. Whereas Louis and I are like fighting a hangover because we were at Pastels dancing until about 6 a.m. in the morning.
God. Holy shit. Yeah.
Vegas Diner,
little cheeseburger deluxe with French fries, brown gravy.
Oh, my God.
That's insane. See, you guys partied on that side of Brooklyn. I was on the other side. I used to party over in the south side, Williamsburg, Eastern, and with just downtown Brooklyn area. South 5th and Kent, over by the Williamsburg Bridge.
Okay.
And we used to go out. I used to go with my cousins, and we used to go out and eat breakfast. And God, you guys saying that stuff is just like, wow.
It's nice, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man. I mean, I can only wish that for the younger generations.
They're missing out, man.
They really are.
They are.
But, there's a lot of craziness going out there, and I really hope that people start to come together a little bit more. As I get older, faith is played a big part in my life, and it's like, okay, I was really lucky for a long time there, and you see what's going on, and people really need to like chill out and just get to know each other a little bit,
Calm down.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. I hear you,
That's
bro.
for sure.
Yeah.
So much different for us when you didn't have the social media and all the other stuff that's going on now, which makes it easier and more convenient for people just to do rather than going to call somebody up on the phone and talk to them.
Yeah.
Like I have this thing with texting. Like I'll text for a little while, but when it starts to become a conversation, I'm picking up the phone and I'm calling you because I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, texting's good for
right.
For me,
just
for
short messages and
like, hey,
shit like
what's up?
that.
Hey, goodness,
Right.
Right.
Yeah, texting is good for when you send me a picture of, mensch on a bench and stuff like that.
Exactly.
You can laugh about it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Mensch on a bench.
Yeah.
That's right.
When you want to, express yourself, the phone is the best way. And younger kids today, they just don't do it. It's all about texting.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, the biggest joke that I have is I would be sitting on my couch with my wife watching a TV show with my daughter on the other side of the couch, and she would text me. And, okay, and we were 6 feet apart from each other. So
Yeah.
What would you say to her? I would be like, are you kidding me right now?
Close. It was more like this. Are you fucking kidding me? That's what it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although, you know, sometimes, you know, well, I'll text my wife because I gotta say something about my son or something like that. Be like, he's gonna go to bed in 5 minutes because I don't want him to be like,
Yeah.
you know, something like that. You know,
Right.
But yeah.
Well, wait a minute, Tom. That's different. That's Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
stuff.
Right,
So
right,
I completely understand.
Right. Exactly. That's necessary.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's you got to survive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No shit. Yeah. But
Break
that's
out
cool.
the Navy SEAL in you. You know?
Yeah. That's
Navy
funny.
SEAL.
You gotta go with the music for that shit too now. Yeah. But see, that's what. But you know, again, you know, you guys. So appreciate you guys sharing your childhood memories.
stuff,
you know,
yeah.
the funnies because you know it's memory for me and Tom too. Like, you know, when thinking of our own people, you know,
Yeah.
own friends and things that we did. So
Right. And that's
to
what I
have
hope
that.
people, you know, when they listen
Yeah.
to it, it sparks something in them while they're having that car drive and listen to it and like remember that person, whoever
Yeah.
it was, you know.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
that's,
yeah, for sure.
that stuff is important, man.
Yeah.
It's, you know.
songs. Just
I
like
just-
you hear a song and you just like,
Must
you know,
be the music. I said that to both of you.
earlier. Yeah, you know, you hear that one song, you're like, yo, when this song came out, or this happened, or this was going
Right,
on,
exactly.
or be at the club, or in the car driving off freaking crazy. You know, for me, hauling ass down the Belt Parkway, trying to get to
Oh,
Kings
man, Belt
Plaza,
Parkway, holy
Nelly
crap.
Bly, doing that kind of stuff, or
Nelly
riding up to
Bly.
the city.
That's where my son
Bly.
Robert. Well, another memory, real quick. We took my son Robert to Nelly Bly, and we tried to put him in the boat. You know, the boat that goes around the
Yeah,
water. Maybe moving, maybe
Yeah, like
snail's pace.
Right.
Right? No, he didn't want to get in. He wasn't having it. He wasn't having it. I'm not going in the boat. All right, cool, no problem. Then the cotton candy. Cotton candy was a fiasco. We love you, Robbie. We do.
I love
We
it.
have it. This is
Robbie,
one of the best
Robbie, I
memories
love
we
you,
have.
Uncle Frankie didn't bring this up. Daddy's the one who brought this up.
yeah, no,
But I'm allowed to because I'm
yeah,
daddy.
yeah.
I got that power.
That's funny. But yeah, man, like I said, I appreciate you guys sharing and whatnot. And you know, it's always cool. Like I said, just get those memories, you get those things you talk about, and you know, just laugh. Good feelings, man. That's the
Absolutely.
shit. That's freaking awesome. Like I said, it's nothing but a freaking ride. Just like I said, for you guys, you know, 84 straight across, bro.
Yeah.
I take you straight to Tennessee.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's only like I think it's 9 hours tops. I think.
Something like that. Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's-
if you're
it's not a
driving,
bad drive.
yeah, because you're that guy that drives the Subaru, we want to smack in the mouth or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whatever, bro. That is just like so wrong on all levels. Oh my God.
We can't wait, and I hope that happens. And you know, you guys, Kenny and Tom, you guys are more than welcome to come. We got 50 acres here,
Oh, wow.
and we enjoy ourselves on a daily basis. I mean, we work hard, but we're doing this so that we can invite the people that we care about.
For sure. Yeah.
And so everyone is welcomed here.
Awesome. Thank
Appreciate
you.
it, bro.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Appreciate it.
That's awesome. That is cool. Well, again, like I said, so thank you for being here, Frankie, for coming on the show and hanging out with us for a little
Make
while.
sure you hang on the line before, you know.
Yeah, don't hang
We're
up.
going to end the show, but hang out.
Yeah.
Will do. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you, Tom. I feel
Yes.
like I know you guys. Louis
Yeah.
said nothing but good things
They were
to say
horrible
about
things.
you
I
guys.
know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Louis,
Yeah.
make sure the 100 is Zeld to me for saying that, please.
Yeah.
No, seriously, you guys. Thank you, and I wish you the best of luck with the podcast.
Oh,
in the
thanks, man.
future.
Appreciate
you.
that.
All right, thank
Yes,
you.
spread the
bro.
word, spread the word. Yeah. But thank you. So yes, don't hang up, Frankie. Hang on one second. And to everybody else, all of our listeners, you know, think of your friends, love your friends,
Pick up the phone, give one a call.
give one a call, send a text message, and let them know you're thinking about them. You know, there's the little emoji that you can send them the bird, so you can just, you know, flick the bird at them just to, you know, wake them up a little bit or whatever. So, but yeah, so thank you everybody for listening. Like, follow, comment, all that other good stuff on all of our stuff. Tom, I think you can say something else. I thought you
No,
had to say.
no. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So everybody, so Love, peace, and hair grease.
Live long and prosper.
And go vegan.
Oh, wait, you know what? I think I messed this up over here. I didn't even do this right.
Wow, see? Now, people, you got a bonus now.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Thank you very much.